I'm sorry.
Couldn't see your face. Okay, excellent. Well, hey, welcome back to class, everybody. If you ever miss class, I am recording each of these, creating a YouTube channel with a playlist for each of my classes. So as great as I thought they went, then I went back and watched the videos, and they're not awesome, but it's okay. At least you get some of the discussion and content and things like that. So without further ado, I want to give Krista as much time as possible here. Krista is going to walk us through this chapter on team building, which I read everyone that's done a summary so far. Seems like you guys all really liked this topic and it makes a lot of sense to you. Yeah, I don't know if the only thing that didn't necessarily connect with me was taking your management team yachting, like, you know, going on yachts, you know, leader sailing or whatever, management sailing, whatever. So, but I get the point. I get the point. It just seems like kind of a bougie thing to do. Anyway, Krista, it's all yours.
Okay. Well, I thought if we were all together, we could have gone sailing for our activity, but since we're not, we'll just have to settle for this. Can somebody, anybody, quickly summarize this chapter?
I believe I can do that for you.
Thank you.
I'm going to look at the title real quick again, just to get a good refresher. Okay, so team building. This chapter went through, we've been going kind of through the same thing of forming a team and establishing relationships. And this chapter goes in real hard on the establishing a relationship. Even the definition is talking about improving interpersonal relationships so that you can better work as a team unit. And it mentioned the yachting thing because at the very end of the chapter, because that's one of the ways they suggest you learn how you work with the other people in your group. So part of this chapter talks about going outside the workplace and establishing relationships and understanding how you communicate within the group so that you can then bring that back into the workplace and better understand how you all work together as a functional unit.
Yep, good job, thank you. Okay, so this chapter lends itself perfectly to doing a team building activity, and it might be kind of dumb, but just bear with me and try to have fun. We're going to break into two teams. I gave you guys numbers. That is important. So we're going to, Jared kindly offered to be tribute, and he's going to be the team leader for his team. I'm going to be the team leader for my team. And you guys are going to tell us what to do. We have to listen to what you say. We can't do anything on our own. We're going to be solving a puzzle. The numbers, that's the order you go in. So number one, you're going to give the first instructions. The team leader will do that, and then we'll move on down the line. Obviously, the first team to finish wins, and we'll try to have, it shouldn't take us too long, maybe like a 5-minute time limit or something like that. And then after we finish, we will come back and talk. So, Mr. Baldwin.
All right, I'm going to send you guys all an invitation to your breakout rooms, and may the odds ever be in your favor.
See?
Do you see
Yeah.
what I
Oh,
Oh, am I?
Okay.
oh,
Okay.
that's cool.
So
All right, so what is she like? Where I move the first piece? Because I'm number 1. So do I instruct you where to move the first piece, or like what?
Yikes.
Yes, you'll tell me where you want or what you want me to grab a hold of, what you want me to move.
Okay. So on the right side of the screen, the piece that is a corner piece, move that to the left corner.
This one here?
Yes.
You want me to put it here or further?
Put it there for now.
Okay.
How big does this thing take up?
Don't know. I think it's just the center kind of area.
Okay. Also, the record is 12 seconds.
So, are you
Well,
Yeah,
serious?
we already
I
blew
think
that.
it'd be 5 minutes.
That's from you can do this, at showoff.com. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody's
Okay,
got too much
number
time on their
2.
hands.
I'm
I
number
think by the
2.
time we were done saying hi,
Could you grab the piece in the right corner with the 2 dog faces and put that like about estimated like 1 piece? No, it's got the 2 dog faces down here, like in the very bottom right corner. That's got the edge. Yep. Can you put that at the top? Like,
Oh,
face the
there
way
are 2
corner?
dogs.
Right here?
Yep, that's good.
Okay.
all right. So on the right side, towards the bottom, it's like the second bottom piece. Just move your mouse over a little bit to the left. That one, take that, put it near the bottom middle-ish section, I guess. Yeah, about right there.
All right, I'm number 4. I would take the piece on the top right. You know what? Wait a minute. I'm starting to see something here. Okay, no. Go to the bottom left corner, a little bit to your right, about 1 inch, right there. Drag that piece up, attach it to the middle piece there. Yes, thank you.
Very good.
All right, I guess that's me now. Go to the top right. It looks like there are 2 pieces already connected. Drag that down. Yeah, it's going to be on the bottom, but still go down there. Yeah, right there. Wham, bam.
Boom. Hey, it looks like there's more than 2.
Yeah, I just figured that.
Very good. Okay, I think we're back to 1 now.
Okay. Well, then go on the right side where that plane. Yeah, that one. Just go in the corner again, right corner.
All right, number 2.
There is a piece right under that corner piece in the right-hand corner. It looks like a foot. Nope, to your left a little bit. Nope. The one right there. Yep. Can you attach that to the dog at the bottom right? That's not there. Okay, just put it in the bottom right corner. Never mind.
The corner in the bottom right of the entire screen, it's a left corner. Grab that and then move it over to the left.
All right. Take the whole, that middle section that's really like 3 pieces and drag it over and drop it right underneath the nostril of the left top dog.
Boom.
I think I'm allowed to technically do that.
Yeah. Hey,
Take
I give you permission.
the top piece on the far right. Nope. Far right. Nope. The one that's an end piece. It's now the bottom piece on that. There you go. And take that to the far left and yeah, right there.
Very good.
All right, and then take on the left the other edge piece, like that, and drag it to the other end where those 2 connect.
Oh.
All right. Take that piece on the right, the bottom with the bottom edge right there, the foot. Nope. I mean that works too, but that one and then attach it right
Solving
there.
it by himself.
There you go.
Go take that piece you just grabbed and toss it in there.
Who's up?
I think it's you.
Me. Okay. Yeah. Take the chest piece. That's the top left there, and drop it right a little bit to the left there. Yeah. Make it fit there. There you go.
All right, grab the whole right side, smash it up to the left.
Boom.
And then take the top piece and put it where it's supposed to be.
All right, and we are done. All right. I'm going to
Yay.
you guys can leave this room if you want. I don't know if you can. Yeah, leave breakout room. Meet me back in the main room and we'll see how the other team's doing.
Just letting it autofill, but y'all thought you were doing it.
Voice command.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're waiting for the other team. We'll see how they're.
Oh, hey, Jared, did you see that one meme where it has Doofenshmirtz next to the Infinity Gauntlet and it says, kill half the universe with a Snapinator?
No. No, but that would be an episode for the books.
Oh, are you guys aware of what assessment day is? Have you ever been through that? Okay. I never have. So
I have heard of
that's next week on the 7th. So I guess you're gonna be getting something in your email about that, but no class that day, apparently.
Does
Oh.
that mean I don't have to present my book report?
Interesting.
Uh,
No, I think what I don't know what we're gonna do about that.
push
Yeah,
the back up.
Question.
Maybe.
While we're on that,
I mean,
I'm willing
I cast lots, in a digital way. Therefore,
Digital
the Lord
casting is
must
not.
want you to present on the 7th, but
But
then
circumstances.
assessment day.
Yeah.
now you can record a video and send it in.
Jared, keep
Hmm.
your mouth shut.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. Like, you could do a little,
Final
video.
Cut Pro work.
Hmm.
But that you said it was supposed to be a discussion.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh boy, that's gonna be complicated. I wonder if we could do 4 book reports on one day on the 9th. I bet we could
Push them all back a week. It'll be fine.
push everyone back 2 days, maybe. Well, we do have a little time at the end.
It's like we look at the video and we're like, this is the book report from You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown.
Well, you know what? I am going to move Max and Jared's book report to the last day with Katie. So you guys literally just dodged the biggest bullet ever. So yeah,
Right.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas, happy birthday.
Thank you, Professor. I'll send you some Bitcoin.
I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna step out of here real quick and drop into their breakout meeting just to see how they're doing. So I'll be right back. Hey, how's it going over here in this breakout room?
Hey, we just
Yeah.
finished our
Yeah.
assignment.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. We'll see you back in the main room.
Able to come back after spring break, and so all of his school books are left with his brother, who's still in Ankeny. And we were in English class yesterday, and he was like, "Yeah, Mr. Horner, I don't even have my textbooks right now."
Yeah,
You guys got to go easy on Dr. Horner. He just set up his Facebook account for the first time last weekend.
cool.
Yeah.
Didn't Dr. Cole also?
I don't know. I got a friend request from him.
Yeah, same
Maybe.
here. I was like,
You know what? It is the year 2020, so
Miracles
exciting
do happen.
digital things could happen. Yeah, great.
and 2 people just viewed my LinkedIn, so
Oh,
That's good. That's almost as good as getting a job.
There's
Farm
good
actually reached
tired.
out to me for a position. They were like, notice our whatever, we're in need of, yada, yada, yada. We're like, okay.
Okay, hey, let's give it back to Krista here. Krista, why don't you wrap up this segment? Any final thoughts or takeaways from this that you want to lead us through?
Well, I just wanted to ask, not everyone has to answer. Nobody would even have to answer if they really don't want to, but maybe one person. What in your communication in the team went well and what maybe didn't go as well? What was frustrating from your side or from Jared from our side? And then was it like everybody's roles or tasks, was that clear, and did that help in the team building or accomplishing our task, or could they have been clearer, and would that have helped things go better? So things to think about for future tasks and teams that we're on. And if anyone wants to answer, go ahead.
I think this was a really good example on a very small scale of how to work around misunderstanding, because there was a time or two where somebody was like, hey, grab that piece in the bottom corner. And I clicked on one that wasn't the one that they were talking about. So on their end, what they did was they clarified, they gave grace and clarified which one they meant. And on my side, I wasn't like, oh, you didn't tell me it was the bottom one that was slightly on top of the other one. It was, okay, so this is the one that you meant. Let's just keep moving. So in an organization or a team, you've got to be flexible. You've got to understand that misunderstandings are going to happen, and you've got to work your way around those.
I think you brought up a lot of good points about clear communication on both ends, and then also grace and being gracious with people, especially if they're new to the team, or they don't know what they're doing, or anytime.
I think also to that, the communication aspect, it helps those who were pointing out which piece to like for our team, pointing out which piece Jared should pick up. Kind of helps us stop and think about what we say instead of just rambling off. Oh, the weird piece in the corner. No, not that one. The other one. But instead, giving a description of it, not just like throwing out words as it comes to our mind.
I kept pointing to the screen as if he could see my finger, which, by the way, total side trail, but for those of you who might have a touch of OCD, I just got to say, I'm glad that Tim is back, just so that we have 3 perfect rows of 4 boxes. Just saying. Tim, I'm glad you're back, but I'm really glad that everything just kind of fits perfectly.
Why you're glad I'm back.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you're healthy. Or next time you're sick, we need 3 other people to get sick, just so it can kind of fit perfectly. So, well, anything else, Krista?
I don't think so.
Okay, great. Well, good job on that. Thank you very much. How many of you have ever gone to a camp or been on a team where they went and did a ropes challenge course? Have any of you ever done that? It's a lot of fun. Some of the Christian camps have them. A lot of Christian camps add that in because it creates an opportunity to bring out leadership teams. Instead of just having traditional campers and things like that, you can also bring out leadership teams, and you can get certified in doing these ropes courses and stuff. But ropes courses are exactly what this chapter is talking about. You get a group of people outside of the office environment doing something that none of them do every day. No one does obstacle courses every day, right? And then they have all these different well-designed activities that challenge communication, patience. It does sometimes test you physically, but it's really not about the physical aspect. So, and each obstacle kind of focuses on a different aspect, right? So, and sometimes it has to do with planning, team roles. Like if one person's just bossing everyone around the whole time, they never work out well. And it's just a fun, relatively safe thing. They do some of these ropes courses, they do them way up in the trees, like 20 feet above the ground. When I was in New Hampshire, they had a ropes course in a public school gym, elevated 20 feet above the gym floor. And you had to just hook off on a safety wire. And then you did the ropes course and stuff. And they use that for leadership training. So We have about 3 minutes here. Those of you who've done, so Emmy, do they have a ropes course at Camp Joy?
Yeah, they do.
What is it? Can you describe it for us? Like what type of obstacles do they have?
They have like up high obstacles. So you can only do there's one called, I think, the salmon ladder. No, it's not called that. I don't remember what it's called. But it's basically you have two people climbing up this big, huge ladder. It's basically like huge ropes that you climb up. And you can only get up by using teamwork. So you have to work together to get up, and then you have to ring a bell. But the majority of the more like bigger team, like group work is like on the ground ropes courses. So there's different things like the spider webs where you have to there's different size holes you have to go through, and you can't touch the ground unless you're standing on it.
And you can't use the same hole twice, right? You have to use a different hole for each person. Yeah.
Yeah. And so they have that. And then there's one that there's like long ropes are like going around kind of like a circle type way. And you have to try and get everybody across and around the ropes. And like there's sections where you can only, like it's long enough where you have to like grab onto one person's arm. You have to try and balance your way across the ropes and everything like that. So a lot of the majority of the teamwork ones are on the ground, but the giant ladder one is definitely the high ropes one that people really have to work hard and work together to get to the top for.
Hey, maybe honestly, not joking here, you could talk to your friends up there at Camp Joy and see if we could do a all-day trip to Camp Joy and do their ropes course as organizational leadership group.
Yeah, they have the leaders, well, not leaders, like the SA people for Maranatha for the university. They go up there during like the beginning parts of the school year to do leadership and like teamwork stuff there too. So I can definitely talk to them and see what I can do.
That'd be fun. We could go up like on a Friday, stay in their cabins, and then do the ropes course all day, and that'd be a lot of fun. So talk to them about that. I'd be happy to see if we get it approved on this. And David, did you have a question?
Yeah, I was just wondering, before we all got sent home, did you have any ideas for a team building exercise for us to do while we were on campus, or?
Well, we were going to do possibly a project. I was going to divide us up into at least 2 or 3 teams project-wise and work on separate projects and come up with like a presentation of those projects. One was going to probably be for the Alpha Women's Center, something that would have to do with either doing some kind of physical help or fundraising or some kind of awareness project. And then the other project was going to be what actually Mr. Gogerty actually just jumped into this call, was going to be that 100-year marketing project. So the Alpha Women's Center one now is going to be on hold until next semester. So what we're going to do is I'm going to create a couple smaller teams within the class to work on this marketing project together, but in a not full-blown competitive, because really it's more going to be collaborative in the end, but it's going to start out feeling a little bit competitive because you're going to have competing ideas, but in the end we're going to bring it back together for collaboration. So Mr. Gogerty, are you there? I see your name, but I don't see your face.
I am. I'm not sure why you don't see my face.
All I see is Gogerty A.
Okay.
I think that's how you say yogurt in Russian, is Gogerty A. But I don't know. I'm just making that up. Yeah, I don't see your face at all.
Not
Here,
sure.
I'll send you a link to ask you to start video. See if something pops up there.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, man. Wow. That's so much better than just seeing your name.
I like David's background. David's got the best background there.
Yeah. Well, Noah Boyer had the best background, but now we have his dining room again. So, or whatever that is. So, hey, welcome to class. This is the leadership tool. There you go, Noah. Good job.
I'm in my sister's bedroom because I got kicked out when I moved to college.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. How many of you are sitting on a bed right now? Anyone? One? Okay. All right. Okay. I didn't see Caleb's grandma's blankie this time, so I knew there were less, but this is the same class that you visited before, Mr. Gogerty. This is the Leadership Toolbox class. We've been talking through project management. Today, we just had a great breakout discussion and did an activity on team building. So, and I've introduced, hey, Caleb, tell your grandma I said hello. Yes.
Yep, she says hi.
All right, hello. Yes, awesome. It's like having a visitor to class. It's great. So I told them that we were going to be taking this on as a project, probably dividing up into smaller teams and then collaborating at the end. But maybe you could remind us again what you're looking for. And a couple of things that we've come up with as we've been going through this project management is really what we'd like to hear from you is if you could identify a little bit of the vision of the vision and the scope of this, what you're looking for in the end.
Sure, yeah. So we have the 100-year anniversary that we're working on. A lot of those promotional activities will not start until 2021, but we're working on the plans for those right now. So really what I'm looking for is, I would say 3 things. Number one, so you saw the logo. I think I presented that to you the last time that we met. So we have the logo. What I'm looking for is number one, a slogan that would kind of go with that logo that we would use on all of our stationery, all of our promotional materials, all of our letterhead, all that kind of thing. So a hashtag that would go along with our 100-year anniversary and as well. So that would be the second thing is a hashtag. So one of the ideas that has been brought forth is Faith 100, hashtag Faith 100. So just to kind of give you an idea. So a slogan, a hashtag, and then the third thing would be any ways you guys can come up with that would help promote the 100-year anniversary. So just to give you some ideas, I'm going to switch my screen here, sorry. Some of the things that we've already come up with and have discussed as a team, we have the logo. We're going to change all of our campus signage probably this summer, hopefully before the start of the school year. We're going to add our logo and the taglines to the publishing materials probably this summer as well. We're hoping to have a company come in and do a video about our 100-year anniversary. We're planning to do probably like a 32-page magazine that commemorates the 100-year anniversary. We're planning to do a tailgate tour, as we call it, which will be our president, several members of our administration going really around the country, doing different stops in different cities. They've got, I'm looking here at some notes, Kansas City, Phoenix, Minneapolis, and Michigan. Those are ones that are already established as places they would go. It'd be kind of an alumni meeting kind of a deal, celebrating the 100th at those spots. And then we also have plans for a centennial exhibit, which would most likely be displayed in the Nettleton Center. So we'll have lots of old artifacts, historical pieces that will be displayed in there. And then homecoming for 2021, so not next year, but the following year is a big one. And we don't have a lot of pieces in place for that yet. But that'll probably be the pinnacle of the celebration, be homecoming 2021. We'll be developing a landing page for the website dedicated to the 100-year. We'll be including some stuff with the Refresh Conference in 2021. We would like to participate in Ankeny Summerfest as early as this summer and the summer of 2021 as well. So those are some of the ideas that we've already tossed around, but we are open to any ideas you guys would have in ways that we could help promote the 100-year anniversary through the college. So really those 3 things, your slogan, your hashtag, and then if you could come up with 3 or 4 promotional ideas through each team, that would be great. And then we would like to, as an office here and with our admissions office as well, kind of select one of your slogans, select one of your hashtags, and use whatever promotional ideas you come up with that would be appropriate.
All right, great. So a win in this design type project would be having some kind of slogan, having some kind of hashtag
Yep.
and having some short list of ways to promote the anniversary that are beyond the things you've already listed.
Yeah, absolutely. And that would be your guys' way of really, contributing in a real way to the 100-year anniversary. It'd be really cool.
All right. And I guess at this point, because it's just ideas, we're just presenting ideas, there's really no budgetary issue other than we're assuming there's not a huge budget for some of these things that, we're generating things that cost very little to nothing.
Right. Yeah. Ideally. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're not building a miniature of the Statue of Liberty or something on campus.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Great. Okay. Do any of you students have any questions about these things?
I had a question. For the promotional stuff, who are you trying to promote it to? Like recent graduates, like alumni, community members, like who are you targeting for that?
Good question. All of the above. So this would, mostly this would go out to our alumni. But yeah, we're trying to promote it to potential students even, to show that we're, I think behind Moody will be the second longest running Bible college in the country. So that's a big deal. It's a big promotional tool for prospective students. But yeah, really the whole world.
So when we present ideas, when we present it back to you, we might identify which market each idea goes towards. That might help a little bit. So, okay. Yeah, great. Any other questions?
So along those lines, usually there's 3 different segments that we usually try to market towards. First is pastors, second is parents, and the third is students, prospective students. So those 3 groups are the ones that we usually market toward.
Got it. Okay, Dylan.
Yeah, I just had a quick question. Was there a plan is there like an event or anything that's kind of other than homecoming? Is homecoming the idea to like get people on campus, or is there something, is there anything to get people on campus for this event?
That will be the main, kind of the pinnacle event would be homecoming, but certainly we're open to other ideas as well, other events as well. And it'll be celebrated, again, through different events that are already occur, through Refresh Conference, through homecoming, through like some of our concerts that we have, the chorale, the Festival of Carols. The 100th will be incorporated into a lot of those events that already are scheduled. So,
all right, great. Any other questions? All right. Okay. All right. Thanks, Andrew. I'll chat with the students here for a few minutes.
Yeah.
And we'll come up with a plan, and I'll keep you in the loop on everything. And then whoever the team leaders are, they might want to connect with you directly on a few questions.
Sure. Yeah. One more thing on the slogan. You might do some research on some different slogans that have been used with other companies in the past, as far as effectiveness. What goes into a good slogan. I would love to see something that connects the past with the future when it comes to a slogan. So kind of keep that in mind. You might look at our mission statement, take a close look at our mission statement on the website, and also our vision statement on the website. So those are all things you'll want to consider with the slogan. Any way that you can make an emotional connection with that slogan is always really effective. You want it to be catchy, you want it to be short, and if you can make an emotional connection with the audience, that's a great thing to keep in mind with slogans.
Excellent. Okay. All right.
All right.
Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Good to see you.
All right. Okay, everybody. This is going to be a great project. I think this is going to be kind of our capstone project for this class for this semester, basically. So there are a couple different ways to go about this. We can take the next couple minutes to just talk about it a little bit. So you can just chime in as long as we're not talking over each other. But one of the things is to, let's see here. So when we look at doing a project like this, we could either do 3 teams that each are doing the same thing, and kind of they're redundant, but they're kind of equally coming up with solutions for the slogan, the hashtag, and the ways to promote. And then we collaborate between the 3 teams at the end with the final product. So that's one way to do it. The other way would be, there are 3 things we're looking for: slogan, hashtag, ways to promote, and we could have a team address each one of those targets. So what do you guys think? I mean, and remember that in this process, those of you who were with us last semester, I think about half of you were, remember what Carlos said the very first field trip we did. He said, fall in love with the problem, not the solution. So you might have a brilliant solution and you get outvoted, or you might have a great idea, but the majority goes the other way. It's okay. It's not about your solution necessarily. It's about you finding ways to give your input and influence, but you don't always have to win every discussion. It is what we call consensus, not compromise, right? So we're trying to come to the best decision. Even if you think maybe your decision might have been better, it's okay. And you don't have to give disclaimers on that. We're all in it together. Whatever the final product is the final product. So what do you guys think? Would you think 3 teams on the same parallel train tracks, or 3 teams targeting each area, like one targeting each area? What do you think? Yeah, Tim.
I personally like the idea of the 3 teams all going with the same direction, each like doing all 3 things. I think it kind of promotes like competition, and it kind of makes like, oh, we want to have the best one, and if everybody's doing that, then that might kind of come up with some of the best results. And then, we can look at these ones and say, okay, which ones do we like out of these ones the best? I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think we might get better results that way, as opposed to if we just each did one. But
all right. Okay. What else? What's everyone else thinking? Yeah, Katie.
I think like what Tim said, it would be best to do like the 3 different groups that each do each thing, because then like we might have some untapped potential that we don't really know about. So if we stick like one person that would be really good on coming up with promotional ideas on the hashtag, then we're not really getting the best results. So if everybody does everything, then we have a better chance of, getting the best results, like he said. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Anyone else? Max, nice background, by the way. Did you just whip that up while we were talking?
No.
Okay.
I'm not that talented.
Okay. All right. Anyone else have any comments on this? Any strong feelings one way or the other? Anyone lean more towards each team targeting one area? All right. Well, I would probably lean towards where you guys are at on this as well, because a hashtag or a slogan might be more fun to pursue than ways to celebrate, or vice versa. It might be that one takes a lot of research and one is really just kind of a brainstorming session. And, so it might not be equal amount of work if we were to say, hey, 3 of you just work on the hashtag, because that might be a very short amount of work. So I think I'm going to go with what you guys are recommending, and we'll have 3 teams, and we will try to run on parallel courses. What I will do, because I listen to feedback, because I'm trying to be a good manager from my former students, I'm going to try and get more clarity on roles and responsibilities, and I will be the project manager in this. So you're going to be teams, but I'll be the project manager. So as opposed to like some of those projects we did last semester where I kind of set you up for a lot of failure for a few of your, not failure, frustration, because you had to make it up as you went. This is, I'll be the project manager, but we'll have 3 teams. And there is a nature of competition here, but it's not heavy competition, because the goal is, if we were all in the same company, the goal is not to put 2 other departments out of business. The goal is to move the company ahead, right? And the ultimate goal is to fulfill the vision of what our client is asking for. So I'll create a scenario and kind of put the parameters in this. I'll divide you up into teams. Because we did the personality assessments, I'm going to go back and look at your table tents and see, and I'll try and make sure I have a purple and a red and a yellow on each team. So, and a green. So we'll do the best we can with that. I think we're going to do 3 teams. I might do 2 teams. It depends on when I look at the personality profiles. And then what I would encourage you is, what naturally happens is you're always going to have someone that is going to gladly carry the load. And then you're always going to have someone that is glad to let someone else carry the load, right? So what you have to do is mutually keep each other accountable that everyone is carrying the same load. And that's by me taking over the project manager role, then no one of you has to feel like it's all on your shoulders. But there is going to be someone that's got to be the communicator. Remember, we go back to those functional roles and team roles. One of you is going to be the communicator. One's going to be the documenter. So we'll probably refer back to that a little bit. I think this will be a lot of fun. And really, this gives great credibility to us as a program, to the ad council and the board, because if they do take our recommendations, it goes all the way to the top. And that's really cool. So, and then you guys will be able to put on your resume and on your LinkedIn profile that you had a role in this. So you might have been you were part of a marketing team or whatever we're going to call it for the 100-year anniversary. So, I think it'll be a good practical thing for you that'll actually last you beyond just this class. Okay. All right. Now that everyone's here too, at the very beginning, I did mention, but would anyone not be able to tune in for a watch party at 1:30 Central Time this Thursday for 2 hours?
I probably wouldn't be able to make it till 2:30.
2:30. Anyone else would 2:30 to 4:15, 4:30 be okay? Does anyone have a problem with that? Okay.
I have some projects that I need to be working on, but I mean, outside of that.
Well, now your book report's pushed back, so you have absolutely no excuse because you were going to be doing your book report. So yeah, Jared and Max had what you would call a serendipitous event happen in their lives, because they ended up at the top of the random selection for book reports, but it happened to be the date for assessment, which there is no class. So Jared and Max now have been moved to the very end. So there you go. That's going from the heights of anxiety to, the depths of peace. There you go. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. I will be communicating more with you. Probably Thursday, I should have this all laid out, if not sooner. So hang in there. Let me know if you need anything. I will be selecting one of you to do the reading summary for Thursday as well, but I probably will wait till tomorrow to let you know. So just stay on top of it. If you need anything, I'm here. You can always text, call, or Zoom me. All right? See you guys later.